No, nobody's interested. The other thing that shows you that Manor Park are slightly embarrassed about this sale is they've set the video to unlisted, so you can't publicly find this live feed. I watched it yesterday on my phone and it appeared in my YouTube history, so I was able to send the link to my computer. But it just says it all. It's a very, very tough market at the moment, so the Capri goes unsold. Good afternoon. Well, I'm happy to admit when I dropped the ball, I totally forgot that the Barron's Manor Park South sale was taking place yesterday. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a Geoff Buys Cars auction preview, and we're going to look at the live stream and have a look at the results from yesterday as well. I don't want to look at every car. There's only 60 or so, but I just want to take some of the cars that interest me. We will take lot number... No, we won't, because it was a non-runner, so that's kind of a nothing. We'll skip over that. We're going to take I'm going to take some cars to look at, and then we can see how the bidding went. We'll take the P6, the SL500, and the DB9 Le Mans. We've got an XJ12 and a Z3, and then a sold Escort RS Turbo, sold before the sale. I'm going to skip over those. I'll take the Vauxhall Viva and the Capri. I'm going to skip over everything on the next row. Oh no, hang on a minute. That's a no reserve SLK32. We'll see what that made. Ford Capri S automatic 7 to 9. We'll take all three cars on this row. We're going to take the Sierra Cosworth there on the left hand side. We'll skip over all of those, but no, we won't, because that Ford custom pickup truck is no reserve. We'll take the S55 AMG. We'll take the Mustang. We'll see what the Rolls-Royce sold for. We will have a look at do we want to look at the Lotus Elite? Yeah, we'll take a look at the Lotus Elite. We'll skip that Mercedes because I'm sure that's sold in about 4 Manor Park sales now. Don't know what's going on with that car. Peugeot 106 Rallye, we'll have that. BMW 528 automatic. We'll have that. There's no way it's worth 7 to 9, so we'll see what it bid to. We'll skip the Impreza. We'll skip the R129 because it's got the wrong wheels on it. The Bentley Turbo R at 9 to 11. One of the finest examples we've seen. Go on then, we'll take a look at that. Do we want to have a look at the Austin A35 van? Yeah, it's not my thing, but we'll take a look at that. Mark II Cortina there at 8.5 to 10.5. We're going to ignore the barn find restoration project because that could be anything. We will take the SLK 500 Mercedes because that's a cool car, and the Porsche 944 and the BMW 320 because we want to see what it got bid to, and the no reserve Dodge Ram. So not too many cars to look at in this sale. Right, first up we've got this. This is a Rover P6, £5,000 to £7,000 on lot number 107. It is running and driving, recent March 2006 servicing, strong history file. So £5,000 to £7,000. Where do we think this car is going to go on the bids? What's with the number plate? Number plate just says 1180. I can't believe that's the plate that goes with the car, because that plate would be worth far more than the car itself. 11180. Does it say anywhere about the number plate? Can't say anything. Anyway, it is lot number 107. So let's go over to our live feed from yesterday and see how we did. Lot number 103, 4, 5. Here we go. Lot number 107. Let's see what happens.
You've got this one, original right-hand drive car. It's got the Lucas Square 8 fog lamps, the DL 200 once, at 7,200 twice. Finished and done then, and selling this time with my commission interest here at 7,200, all finished and done. So. Okay,
so 7,200. That's not too bad because the lower estimate was 5 to 7, so that's an okay result. All right, we've done that one. We'll close that one down. Let's see where the SL500 went. This is 122,000 miles. Okay, let's take a look because these are quite tricky cars. There's a lot of them around. This is a nice spec. It's got the half-wood wheel. Maybe on the high mileage side. Well, it's not for that engine, but you know what people are like. They don't like buying them with high mileage. So how much do we think this made? I mean, that should be worth what? £3,000, something like that. Let's have a look. It's lot number 108. Let's just see where it ends up.
Are we finished and done? Online bidder, would you like to go again? Make no mistake, if you're coming back in, it's now or never. At £1,800, it's selling. At 1,800 once. 1,800 twice.
Okay, so we're going at £1,800, but what I can tell you about that is they did open the bidding at £500, so 1,800 quid. Yes, you've got to add on your £600 minimum fee, so we're not too far off on what I said there. Not quite sure how happy the vendor would be with 1,800 quid, but there we go. Right, moving on to the next one, DB9 Le Mans, 34,000 miles only. And the DB9 is estimated at £16,000 to £20,000. Do we like it? That's my question to you. I like a DB9, but this colour and this trim, I know it's a special edition because it's a Le Mans, it does nothing for me. Look at the way the paint's peeled off. That's interesting, isn't it? For a low mileage car. It's obviously not been used very much. I don't know. This trim level just does nothing for me. So although it's a special edition, I don't really like the red bits. I don't like the colour of the car. Number 23 of 124. Okay, so it's rare, but that doesn't necessarily make it desirable. Right, we are looking for in the auction £16,000 to £20,000, and it's lot number 109. Let's see how she goes.
At 14.5, 14.5. To be amongst the two of you online at the minute, at 14,005. Say 15 if you're coming back in anywhere else. At 14,005. At 14.5, 14.5. Would you like to go 15 now? At 14,005, are we finishing done here? Aston Martin DB9 at 14,500 is bid. At 14,005. At 14.5, 14.5. Well, finishing done then. I will submit the bid today. I'm going to count it down. At 14,005 once.
Yeah, okay, 14,500. That's not going any higher, is it? Okay, so we're not hitting the low reserve on that, but I think now that I've looked at the listing, you can probably see why. Right, the Vauxhall Viva E Coupe, we are looking for £9,000 to £12,000 on this. Let's take a look at the photos. It's obviously tax and MOT exempt. It's a nice looking car. Very pretty, yes, excellent to very good, and today is, okay, so it's described as excellent to very good, and only had 500 miles on it since the rebuild. This is a lovely looking car, isn't it? But is it worth the money? That's the question. Are there the people out there that want to spend £9,000 to £12,000 on a Viva Coupe, regardless of how lovely it is? So let's find out, shall we? It's lot number 114, and we're looking for £9,000 to £12,000. Let's go over to it. Lot number 114. Here we go.
I'm going to count it down. 6.5, is that coming in? 6,005 you do. I'm out now. You're in online. I'll take the call to bites. 250 if anyone wants. At 6,005. At 6,000, 6,500 with the online bidder here. At 6,005. Would anyone else like to have another go? At 6,500. Are we finished? Are we done? At 6,000, 6,005. Once, twice. Finished and done then with the online bidder this time at £6,500.
Yeah, that's not going to do it, is it, if the lower estimate is 9 to 12. So another one missing the mark. Right, next up is the Ford Capri. So on the Capri, we are looking for £16,000 to £19,000. It looks lovely. I really like the look of that. Not sure about the red inserts on the seats, but, you know, maybe Capri people like that. So this is lot number 115. Let's see what 115 does. Hang on a second. 16 to 19 is what we're looking for, don't forget.
11,000. Would anyone else like another 5? At £11,000 is the bid now. 11.
You can see we are really struggling with bids on these cars. We're only at 11. The lower was 16. So what, is there no one in the room? It's another hot weekend. It's another difficult weekend, but I just think the buyers are not in the market at the moment.
We are bid at 11,000. 11,000. At £11,000 is the bid now at 11. At 11,000, 11,000. Would you like to go 5? 11,500 you do. At 11,005. At 11,000, 11,005. Say 12 for one more here on the Capri. At just 11,500 is the bid now at 11,005.
I mean, there's almost no point bidding 12, is there? Because if the lower estimate is 16, it's not going to sell.
11,500. At 11,500 is the bid. Are we finished and done at 11,005? Say 12 if you wish to go again. At just £11,500. Make no mistake, I will submit the bid today at 11,005. Would anyone else like to have another go here at 11,500 once?
No, nobody's interested. The other thing that shows you that Manor Park are slightly embarrassed about this sale is they've set the video to unlisted, so you can't find You can't publicly find this live feed. I watched it yesterday on my phone and it appeared in my YouTube history, so I was able to send the link to my computer. But it just says it all. It's a very, very tough market at the moment, so the Capri goes unsold. Next up, we've got the SLK32 AMG. These are cool cars, 3.2 litre, 349 horsepower, 118,000 miles. This should be worth, I don't know, at the low end it's got to be 3.5. The AMGs were always the most desirable. I mean, really, we should be somewhere around 5,000 quid for this. We've got to be. Let's see what it does. It's lot number 116. I think it's actually our next lot.
£3,200. Say 3-4 anywhere else. At 3,002. My commission interest is out. Would anyone else like to have a go? I'll tell you what, I'll take 3-3 if it helps anyone out. But at £3,200 it's going to sell. At 3,002.
God, sometimes I do know what I'm on about, don't I? What did I say? The low end is 3.5, and here we are at 3.2. So it's cheap.
At 3,002, are we all finished? Are we all done? Last chance, fair warning then. Hammers up this time and away at £3,200 and selling at 3,002. So
yeah, there you go. So add the fees on top of that. That's still a cheap AMG. Okay, next up we've got another Capri. This one's an automatic, and that's got to hold the value back. On this blue Capri, we are looking for £7,000 to £9,000. So let's see how we go. It's lot number 119. Yeah, so as I click it, we're in at 4,250. So we're a little way off.
4,250 is the bid now. At 4,250 we're bid. At 4,250 the bid. Would you like to go 4.5? At £4,250 is the bid now. At 4,250, 4.5 if you're coming back in. It's your last chance in fair warning, so make no mistake.
Yeah, and as well, look at this comment down here from Alpha BMW. Only 380 people watching, and Enchanted Blue says, chat is very quiet in here. There's nobody around. There's no buyers.
4,250 once. At 4,250 twice.
Yep, there you go, 4,250. So another car not sold. Let's take a look at this 318 Auto. Now, it's the 318, which is the least desirable E36. It's a convertible, which not everybody likes. I really like them. I think if I was going to put a value on this car, and I do know my E36 is pretty well, obviously we're looking at it without looking at it, but this car should be no less. Oh, crikey. I mean, you'd be looking to retail this car at £2,500 to £3,000. So if this car goes for less than 1,200 quid, then I think it was stupid cheap. Let's take a look. I don't know where this one's going to go. Lot number 120. Let's find out. It's the next lot. It's going to go for...
At 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Hammers up this time and away at £1,000. I'm going to sell it, so make no mistake. Are we all finished? Are we all done? Last chance, fair warning, once, twice, finished and done, and selling this time at £1,000.
That is a cheap BMW. What did I say? 1,200 quid. Yeah, even with the fees, that's worth buying. Okay, yeah, prices are very low. Right, Cortina 2.3 GL Estate. We saw a Cortina fail to sell at Anglia the other day. They need 5 to 7 on this, so I'm going to take a wild stab in the dark and guess this is going to get bid to about 3,200 quid. Let's take a look, shall we? It is lot number 121.
This one there, we're going to go on this one, starting straight in at just 2,000 with me at £2,000.
That's a very low start for what is a very cool car. I can't even see it getting to 3.2 if it's starting at just 2.
At 2,000, 2,000. At 2,000's the bid. I'll say 2.5 next if you're coming in. 2005. At 2005, thank you online. At 2005, 3,000's bid. At 3,000 now. Back to my bidder here at 3.
Okay, it's climbing, it's climbing. I mean, it looks a nice thing, doesn't it?
Pounds. Would you like to go again? At 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. At £3,000, 3.5. You're in and I'm out.
It's gone over and above what I expected. I am impressed, but I think it's going to stay there.
I'll take the 750 now, Molly. At 3,005, who wants to call to buy? We're online here at 3,005, coming in for a quarter. At 3,000, 3,005, are we finished and done? Would anyone else like to have a go here? At 3,005. At 3,000, 3,005, if we're finished and done, it's your last chance in fair warning. Don't miss out now at just 3,500 once, 3,500.
No, it's done. It hasn't happened, has it? So another unsold car. I was a little bit off my prediction on that one. Let's see how this one goes. So this is a Sierra RS Cosworth. This colour is not for everybody. I know it says in the most sought after crystal blue, but I would argue that. £30,000 has been spent on it. From an estimate point of view, we're looking at 20 to 24. So lot number 122. Let's see where we're going to go. And I need to make a prediction. I think we're going up to £16,000 on this. Lot 122. Let's see.
560.
Look, we're going straight in at 16 and a half. Okay, I'm not far off. Let's see if it goes any higher.
This is a cheap car. This is at just 16.
Well, it's not a cheap car, is it? Because it's not going to sell because your lower estimate's 22. So don't say it's a cheap car. What you mean is the bids haven't got there yet.
500, say 17 for one more. Are we finished and done? 17, we're not. Thanking you, online bidders here at 17,000. Would you like to go 5 again? At 17,000, 17,000. At 17,500 you do. Thanking you at 17,005.
All right, it's going up. It's going up. I said 16. We're at 17 and a half. Not bad.
At 17,500, 17,500. Coming back in for the 18 now. At 17,500. Are you finished and done? At 17,500. At £17,500 is bid with you online currently at 17,500. Are we finished? Are we done? Last chance. Fair warning then. With the online bidder here, I'm going to count you down at 17,500 once.
There you go, 17.5. I said 16. We needed 22, so another car unsold. Right, the custom pickup truck. One owner since it's been imported. Professionally modified. Is it working? That's the question. Does it drive? There's no paperwork with it, so there's no V5. Okay, so it's a risk. It is a risk, but it's got potential. How much of a project is it? That's the question. I mean, it's got, I don't know. You'd have to be into it, and I'm not really into stuff like this. So, I don't know. I mean, I would put a speculative bid on it. It's obviously got some serious engine stuff done to it because it's got all the competition bits and bobs. But where's it going to go on the day? Because that's a very difficult one. In the traditional classic car market, this is not for everybody, is it? So let's see what it does. It's lot number 127. 127. Where are we at? 124. Oh, let's just have a quick look at what that Mustang did as well, because the estimate is 18 to 22 on that, and we're finishing at 15. This didn't sell in the last sale either.
At 15,500 back to me. At 15,500 is bid. At 15,500, 15,500. At 15,500 is the bid now at 15,500. Say 16 if you're coming back in for one more. 15,500.
No, nobody is. The Mustang doesn't sell either. Let's see what our truck does. Actually, it's at £9,500. I'm pretty impressed, and it does show an estimate on there, whereas it was no reserve. There was no reserve on the website, but it's obviously got a reserve on it now. So I suspect this did sell.
9,500, you won't. At 9,500 is bid. At 9,595, I'm going to sell it today. It's no.
There you go. It's not going any higher than 9.5. I'm impressed. I thought that one might be the sort of car that doesn't find anyone on the day and goes out for £3,000. S55 AMG. 130,000 miles, MOT until next year. I really like these. 5.4 litre, naturally aspirated. Let's hope the fluid underneath it is not coming from this car. Wooden wheel, lovely spec actually, great colour. Rear badges don't look like they're in quite the right place. Lovely spec. I really like these cars. They can be horrendously problematic when they go wrong. Ask me how I know. I've had a couple of the S320 diesels and they are just so electronically complicated. So it's a little bit tatty, it's a little bit rusty, but it doesn't look too bad to me. I just want to see a shot of that boot lid because I swear the S55 badge is in the wrong place. I might be talking out of my backside. It might just be the angle of the photo. Let's see. How crusty that is. But I mean, all Mercedes of this age are crusty like this. Looks like it's got new shocks on there. Where's this going, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, this could be a 1,500 quidder, which, if it is, it's a whole lot of car for the money. Where was it? I just feel like this is not quite in the right place, but I might be wrong. Right, let's see what it sells for, because it's no reserve. It's lot number 129.
At 3,000.
Ah, see, it's not no reserve. Now it's got 5 to 6 on it. So I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Did I miss that? If you go onto their website, it shows as... Oh, no, sorry, my mistake. It's £5,000 to £6,000 it's estimated at. It's 3.5. This is going to bid to 3.5.
At 3,000, 3,000. At £3,000 is the bid now at 3. Would anyone else like to come back in? 3,250 you do. I'm out and you're in online. Thank you. At 3,250 is bid. Say 3.5 anywhere else. At £3,250, this is cheap. At 3,250, make no mistake here. At 3,250 is the bid now.
I was thinking then that the comments weren't working, but comments are coming in as I'm watching this feed. That's just how quiet the chat was. That's unbelievable. We're like 30 lots in, and there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 comments, and most of them are from one person. Very quiet auction.
250. At £3,250 is the bid now at £3,250. Are we finished? I'll tell you what, go 3-3 and we'll do that again and we'll go hundreds.
Okay, you can't go from 3,250 to 3,3. That's just cheek. You might as well go up to 3,251. Here you go, Geoff, 3,251. Anyone for 3,252?
Like a £50 bid. At 3,250, are we finishing done? Make no mistake, last chance, fair warning, I'll submit the bid today once.
I said 3.5 and it does 3,250. So did that sell? I don't know. I wouldn't have thought so. It's quite a way off. Right, the Mustang. Mustang convertible 1970. Beautiful thing. This is not going to sell. I just can tell you that this is not going to sell. Nothing else has sold, so why would this? We are looking for £16,000 to £18,000. Come on, Manor Park. Prove me wrong. It's lot number 132.
At 10.5, 10.5, 10.5. At 10,500. Would anyone else like to have a go on this one? 11 you do.
Oh, 11.
New bidder this time at £11,000.
We're only £5,000 off the lower end.
11,000, say 500 for one more. Would anyone else like to have a go here? What a vehicle here at just £11,000. 11,000 is the bid.
Right, I'm bored. It's not going any higher. I just know that it's not. So that's another car that's not sold. Moving on to the Rolls-Royce. I don't really like these. I don't really get the point. They use all the fuel, and you're much better off with a 1990s BMW 7 Series. I know it might not be as luxurious, but it will cost you a lot less to run, and it won't break down. Ask me how I know. I've got one parked outside my house. Right, let's see what this made then. The estimate on this was 6 to 8, and it's lot number 133. Of course it is. Of course it is. £3,000. I can't see it going any higher than that.
Price bid 3,005.
He says, as it bids to 3.5. All right, it's stopping there.
At 3,005 is the bid. On the telephones now. At 3,005, take the 750. We'll stay in the 250s for you. Jumping in on the telephones. At 3,005, 3,750. Bidder here. With you in Shropshire at 3,750. Take 4 next if we can. 4's bid. Telephone bidder. Thank you on the phone.
I'm impressed. It's got to 4, but it needs to get to 6.
At 4,000. With Nat's bidder now at £4,000 on the telephone. Would you like to come back in online? Or anyone else in the room like to have a go on this one? Yes, please, says sir. £4,250 were bid with the gentleman there. At £4,250 is bid.
I do wish they'd show the crowd. With Anglia, they show every angle and you can see who's in the room. I really wish Manor Park would do this, especially as it looks like he's just sort of lazing around on top of what is, I don't know, the top of the desk here. It's just difficult for us to see what's actually going on in the rest of the room and how many people are in there.
4,250. 4,005's on the telephones. At 4,005. At 4,500, would you like another go, sir? At 4,005, the bidders are here on the telephones at the minute. At 4,005, say 4,750 for one more. At 4,005, thank you, sir. At 4,750, gets the nod. At 4,750.
It's a nice looking thing in that colour. It's almost BMW S-Storeal blue, isn't it?
Pounds. 5,000 back to the telephone bidder now. At £5,000. Say 250 again. At 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. At £5,000 is the bid now at 5. Take 250 if you're coming back in now. At £5,000. Are we all finished and done? The bid is here on the telephones. All right.
Yep, there you go. £5,000. Ain't going any higher than that. And the lower estimate was 6. So although the bidding was hot on it, we still didn't reach the lower estimate. What's next? Lotus Elite, no reserve, replacement Lotus chassis fitted during restoration, correct Lotus engine. How much is this worth? And is this one where they've snuck a reserve on it at the end? Right, where is it? 134. It does say no reserve. Let's see what lot number 134 does. Where is it? 26.
6, take 28 if anyone. 28's back in now. At 2008, Lancashire bidder. At 2008, 3,000. 3,000 bid. Gentleman's bid now at £3,000. At 3,000, make it 2 if anyone else wants to come in. At £3,000, it's going to sell today. Make no mistake, no reserve. It must be sold. 3,002. Yorkshire bidder this time at 3,002. At 3.2's the bid. At 3,200 here. Lovely little Lotus at just 3,002. Would you like 3.4? 3.3. 3.3, okay. At 3,003. We're in the hundreds now. Make it quick online. At 3,003, it's going to sell today. At £3,300. Gentleman's bid. Make no mistake. At 3,003. At 3,300, I'm going to count it down for you online at 3,300 with the gentleman here at once.
That seems like a cheap car, doesn't it? 3,300. You tell me in the comments. Next up, we've got this Peugeot 106 Rallye. These are very cool, very desirable, and you'd expect this to do well in the current market. Estimate 10 to 12. It's lot number 141. Let's see how it does. 141. Oh, we're in at 4. Crikey, where's this going to go? 6.5.
At 4,000 bid. At £4,000. My commission bid here at £4,000. Say 4.5 if you're coming in now. 4.5. There you go. I'm out and you're in. Thank you. At 4,005 with the online bid. At 4,005. Would anyone else like 5,000 now? At 4,005 is bid. At 4,000, 4,005. At 4,500 coming back in for the 5. At 4,005 and £5,000. Welcome to you. Newton Abbott bidder this time at £5,000. I'll tell you what, we're going to quarters now. A bit nice and quick online, but we're going small.
You shouldn't be doing quarters when you're only at 5 and the lower estimate is 10.
At £5,000, 250 if anyone else wants to have a go. At 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. Coming in for the 250 for one more. At 5,000, are you finished and done? I will submit the bid today. Make no mistake. At 5,000's bid. At 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. 5,250? 5,250 bid. Thank you, sir. At 5,250, wouldn't try, sorry if you're saying 1 or not. At 5,250's bid. At 5,250's the bid now. At 5,250, go 5.5 online if you're coming back in. I'll submit the bid today, so make no mistake. At 5,250 is bid. At 5,250, 5,250, all finished, all done. Last chance in fair warning. I'm counting it down. I won't, because we're far off. At 5,250 once.
Right, this should worry you. Let me tell you why this should worry you. This is a 1995 Peugeot 106 Rallye. This is my generation that would be buying these cars because we couldn't afford them when we were younger, and yet there's no one in the room that wants them. What's happening is the knock-on effect of the fact that people who are in their 40s now, they do not have the disposable income and the space and the time to be able to, to enjoy and look after a car like this. And the whole classic car industry is built on people having space, time and disposable income. If we run out of people that have got space, time and disposable income, the industry's kind of knackered. Right, let's see how this does. BMW 528 Auto, okay? So it's a 528 Auto on 61,000 miles, but I'm afraid I think they've got this wrong. I just do not see this at £7,000 to £9,000. Even though the mileage is low, I honestly think this is max £2,500. So let's see how it does. Lot number 143.
2.6, 2.8, £3,000. At 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, say 2 for one more. On the lovely little BMW here, at just 3,000 we start. At £3,000. At 3,000, 3,000 bid. Say 3.2 for one more if anyone wants to come in here. At £3,000.
Okay, right. Let me just see if I am correct. So I said 2.5. What's it got going for it? All right, it's a 528, which is the best engine that BMW ever did, pretty much, in my book. The interior is not for everyone. It's obviously an individual spec. It's that beautiful colour. The outside looks great. But even though it's low mileage, that's a difficult interior to get your head around, isn't it? The light blue is just bizarre. So although it's low mileage, do you even want it? The seats look great, but the dashboard is weird. The violet is beautiful. I mean, but you can't just buy a car because it's an unusual colour. If every time you get in it, right, you'd walk up to this car at the supermarket, and from the outside you'd be like, oh yeah, that is a great looking car. And you'd have people walking up to you and saying, oh, I love your car, mate. And then they'd get closer and look in the interior and they'd go, oof, maybe not. So I said 2.5, and we're now up to 3. I don't think he's going any further than that, though.
1999 BMW 5 Series and at just 3,000's the bid. At 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. At 3,000, would anyone else like to have a go here? At just £3,000, are we finished? Are we done? At 3,000 once.
Yep, told you, £3,000. Well, it's not quite the lower estimate of 7 to 9, is it? Because we didn't even make it halfway there. So something's going on here, and I think it's a combination of things. Right, Bentley Turbo R. On the Turbo R, we are looking for £9,000 to £11,500, and I'm going to guess the way things have gone, we're going to make it to 5,250. That's going to be my call, 5,250. This is a nice looking thing, by the way. But 150,000 miles, and for Bentley people, that's quite a lot. Let's see. I said 5,250. Let's see what lot number 147 does.
At 4,000's bid. At £4,000 is the bid now at 4. At 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. Would anyone 4,500 gentleman's bid at 4,005? I've got 5,000 now. At 5,000, my commission interest. Would you like 5,500, sir? One more. At 5,500, you're in and I'm out. Thank you.
There you go. He's gone over and above. I said 5,250. It's at 5,500.
5,005, gentleman's bid. At £5,500, coming in for the 6. Anywhere else? At 5,005. At 5,000, 5,000, 6 is bid. Thank you. New bidder this time at £6,000. Say 5 again. At £6,000 on the Bentley Turbo R here. At just 6,000's the bid now 6. At 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. At £6,000. Would you like a 250? Will that help you out? At £6,000. Still shakes the head. At 6,000's the bid.
Why, if it's got a lower estimate of 9.5, and you want the car, and you've bid it up to 6, why don't you want to go 6,250? I don't understand it.
At 6,000, 6,000. I'll take 250 from anywhere else if you want to come back in. At £6,000 is bid. At 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, take the 250 now. Are we finishing done with the online bidder? Seems as still to me at just 6.
Well, yeah, it is, but the estimate's 9.5 to 11.5. So you're going to go to the seller and you're going to go higher. We've got a bid of 6 on your Bentley. Oh, you guys said it was worth 10 with a lower estimate of 9.5. Yeah, you know, times are hard at the moment. Oh, yeah, no, I can't let it go for that. There's your conversation. Right, let's move on. The Austin A35 van. I don't like it. It does absolutely nothing for me. Is it no reserve? It is no. It's £9,000 to £11,000. This is going to get to £4,000. Or I'm going to like eat my own words here, and it's going to do really, really well. Where is it? Where's our van? Should have looked at the lot number. 151. Here it is.
Finishing done then. Maiden bid with me on the book. Make no mistake. At £5,000 is here to go.
Right, it does £5,500 on only 2 bids. Because the maiden bid was 5. Second bid comes in at 5.5.
1,005 new bidder this time at 5,005, and I'm out already at 5,005. At 5,500 is the bid online. I'll take 5,750 if anyone else wants to jump in now. At £5,000 coming in for the quarter. At 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. Take 750 for one more. At £5,000, all finished and done. Last.
No, nobody's interested. The lower estimate was 9. So, again, a bit of a fail there. Right, the Cortina Mk2. Head-turning homage to Ford's legendary racing Cortinas. I'm not bothered because I don't really have any relation to the Ford Cortina at all. It's the generation before me. The estimate on it is 8.5 to 10.5. Let's watch it get bid up to 6. What is it? 153, lot 153.
Thousands the bid. At £4,000. Say 500 for one more. At 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. At 4,000, would you like to jump back in here? The Mark II Cortina looks great indeed. This one does. At £4,000. At 4,000, 4,000.
This is even worse than I thought. I can't believe they haven't got a bid above 4,000 quid on this car.
Coming back in for 5. Are we finishing done? Last chance and fair warning then. Make no mistake. It's just 4,000 once.
Crikey, that is painful. Okay, next one is the SLK500. I love this. It's a 5-litre V8, but it's 169,000 miles, which means it's not for everyone. It's a rare Kleeman specification car. I don't know what that means, but it does look it's got some funky wheels on it. I like the interior. It's a very dependable engine, but is that mileage for everyone? Let's see. Is it no reserve? Surely it's not no reserve. It is 9 to 12. Okay, it's not making 9 to 12. This is going to get to 4.5. 4.5 seems to be about my number, doesn't it? Let's have a look. Oh, no, we're at 4,750.
Thank you now. At 4,750, say 5 to go again, Bristol. At £4,750, currently with you in Cheshire. At 4,750 is bid. At 4,750 pounds is the bid now at 4,750. Are we finishing done here? Make no mistake. Cheap little motor this at just 4,750.
Well, no, it's not, because the vendor wants 9.
Then once. At 4,750, the bid then twice.
Right, don't worry, we've only got 3 more to go. Yeah, I said 4.5. It bid to 4,750. I highly doubt that was sold. Right, the Porsche. Believe it, I recorded a brilliant end to that video, and it didn't save on my computer. We got as far as the Mercedes. The video cut off at the Mercedes. So the Mercedes is right down here. Let's just skip over what happens then. Basically, the Porsche 944 goes for 4 and a bit. The BMW 320 goes for 5 because it's just not worth it. Look, it's got the wrong locks on it. It's got the wrong interior in it. It just doesn't look right, and it's flat blue. So I'm afraid it's just not worth what it was estimated at. The Rover 75 made 500 quid, and the Dodge Ram made 3,600. And then I did a really good conclusion, basically saying that I don't really see how things can get any better. The UK is in such a state of disarray at the moment. The government doesn't seem to want anybody to get on. They don't seem to want anybody to have a better life in any way. They're not interested in improving the economy. So how on earth can the classic car industry pull itself out of these doldrums that we're in if the general public are being squashed with a boot on their face in every which way? And I know politics shouldn't really come into cars, but when it comes to the economy, the knock-on effect of the general depression that the UK seems to be sitting under is a collapse of the classic car market. We are watching it happen in real time. And no, there is no silver lining to this video. I'm afraid that's that. On the plus side, we have got a couple of other auctions coming up soon. There's a historics auction coming up, and there's some other auctions taking place. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe it's just Manor Park South. I really don't think it is. I think it's a combination of factors, and yeah, none of it is particularly good at the moment. I don't really see that there was a poster car of this auction was probably the Sierra Cosworth, but even that didn't really make it. So I don't know. I don't know what happens next. We will see. Watch this space. Hold out your hand, or get a bowl and sit in the street, or maybe a hat, and hope that some of it drops in your hat. I don't know. I got nothing. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.